How you doing, YouTube? This is Central Oregon Survival Network coming at you again. Today I want to do a DIY on your window alert from the Dollar Tree and making it kind of an outside or exterior type tripwire alert. Okay, I'm going to jump right into this, and this is what our end product will look like. Got to make it a backing, also making a hood on it to make it a little more water resistant, and also adding tree type wire so you can wire this to your tree. So we have to put a couple holes in that and actually wire that around a tree. Okay, I'm going to show you how to build this unit, and I'll show you everything you need. Alright, so tools wise, I recommend some gloves. The metal can be pretty sharp, you can end up cutting yourself, so make sure you have a good set of gloves. A drill with a 1/8 bit. Now it could be a plug-in drill, I just have a cordless, a little more convenient for me. So if you have, of course, plug-in, use that one. You can have a set of shears, or actually need a set of shears. You can have a big set, small set. You can get a pretty good set from Hobar Freight for cheap if you don't have a set. And a pair of pliers. That's it. That's all the tools you need to create this. Now for supplies, of course you need your Dollar Tree alarm. Costs you $1. Comes with batteries and everything. A coffee can, and if you can get the one that has little ribs on here, makes it even better because it's kind of a measurement tool. Wire. Now you can have pretty much any type fencing wire. You can use, if you have the small trip line wire, which this is, but you can have all sorts of different types of wire. Whatever you got that can, it's halfway decently strong so that it can hold it to the tree. It doesn't need much because the tripwire is really sensitive. And if you want to end it all off, a can of black paint, and you're good to go. Okay, so let's get right into it. We're going to take our gloves, put those on first so you don't cut the heck out of yourself. Grab your shears. Now on this, that's about 2 inch. I go a little over that, about roughly about 2.5, 3 inches wide. And then on your coffee can, this big section up top here is actually your hood. And then I go all the way down 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 4th rib, and that's where I cut across 3 inches and then come back up. Okay, do that real quick. I estimate 3 inches. It doesn't have to be perfect, of course. If you want to be perfect, you can. I just estimate it. Okay, so you cut your piece out. Go ahead and put your coffee can to the side. Here's what you end up with right here. Okay, now there's a ridge, a lip on the top side from the coffee can. Go ahead and take your shears and cut that off. Okay, cut that right off. Now, grab your pliers. Now what you're going to do to kind of get rid of some of the, well, we're also going to bend over the edges to make it a good spot to drill through to mount it to the tree. So just in case, if this does get pulled on hard, it doesn't rip through this, because this is pretty thin metal. So what we're going to do is take roughly about 1/4 inch. What we're going to do is we're just going to bend that. What you're going to want to do is, you can see how that contours to the tree. Okay, so we're going to bend it back towards that contour. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, get a good bend started just like that. Okay, then you're just going to take your pliers, bend it all the way over. It improves the strength of this piece. Once you get it bent all the way over, go ahead and crimp it down nice and tight. Just like that. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other side, about 1/4 inch. I do the ribs first because that's the hardest points. That's why you wear gloves, because this could be pretty slick. And then this metal could cut you really fast. It's almost like an aluminum can. Cut you up fast. Okay. Alright, so once I got both sides crimped, I'm going to take, and remember I said about the contour, you can see how it's contoured, I like that because it fits against the tree. Take your hood, take your pliers, basically grab a hold at that top, right by that rib. You're just going to kind of slowly work it. Just keep working it. Just make a hood out of it. Just like that. Okay? Got a hood, you can bend that down a little bit more once we get to that point. But right now, that's the hood. Okay? Alright, go ahead and set that to the side. We're going to go ahead and take our gloves off right now. That's kind of the only part you really need it for until you drill the holes. I like doing it after I mount the device. Okay, now hopefully this unit works. Sometimes these units don't work right off the shelf and you have to work at it to get them to work. Sounds like this one will probably work if I can get the batters in there right. Okay, that one works. Put it together. Okay, batters are in. Here's your trash. Okay, this other piece that goes with it, now that's your magnet piece. So you have your alarm, and this is your magnet piece that shuts it off. Okay, now what I do, instead of, on my other previous video, I actually went down and I bought these type magnets. Now you can do that, I like it because you can put your string through it and your string won't come off of it. But what you can do to save some money, take your pliers, squish this piece. Inside of here is a magnet. Okay, nice little square block magnet. So once you have that busted up, grab the magnet out of there, set that to the side, grab your unit again, take off your sticky tape, grab your backing. Now, what you want to do is there is a little nub right there where the battery goes, or I'm sorry, where the magnet goes, where it shuts off the alarm. You want to put that nub on this crease, so when you stick it on there, make sure that that nub is right on that crease, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Go ahead and stick it on. So as you can see, I put that nub on the coffee can crease. And the reason why I do that is that magnet fits nicely in that crease. Okay? Alright. Now once you get it nice and stuck on there, see now you have your little unit. What you're going to do is put your gloves back on. Or if you're a tough guy, you want to put them back on. Take your drill. What you're going to do on each side, you're going to drill a hole on each side of this unit. Be careful. Make sure you wear safety glasses also. But be careful you don't get metal in your eye or go through it and hit a finger. You don't want to be that guy. You could do this prior to sticking it on. I like doing it after. That's just me. Okay. Alright. So now you got a hole on both sides. One here, one here. Okay? Now, take your wire. Estimate, depending on how big your trees are around the area, just give it a good amount. Cut it. I usually put it through the side that's you actually have extra on here. Put it through. Just twist it up. Okay, once you're done with that, I always just take it, wind it up so it's out of the way. Just like that. I just basically let it hang. Now, on this magnet, that's why I went down and I bought the circle magnets, but you don't have to. You can use this square magnet, okay? Your string will still go around it, tie you a good knot. And let me tell you, this is really sensitive when it comes to the trip trap, okay? So basically when you turn this on, this magnet, and you have your string around it, I mean, it just takes a little bit, okay? And you're activated. That easy. All right, that's my version of the Dollar Tree window alert and what you can turn it into to be an outdoor alert. Now, a lot of stuff out there costs you a lot of money for different types of tripwire devices. If you need something in a hurry and you just want to kind of stock up, have it ready to go, these are nice. But the problem is they aren't waterproof and the batteries are easy to come by. So you're almost better throwing this whole thing away and getting another one when the batteries are dead, because of course again it costs you $1. Okay, so this little unit right here with your coffee can, maybe a little extra, what, $1 something. But right here you can get 20 of these, and in a down scenario they can make a big difference in protecting whatever you might have. Alright, that's my video on a cheap tripwire. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and you have a great day. This is Central Oregon Survival Network.